Hi, this is Will Sevedge. I'll be reading for Algernon. Bring me that cigarette case Mr. Belport left in the smoking room the last time he dined here.
Do you mean to say you have had my cigarette case all this time? I wish to goodness you had let me know. I have been writing frantic letters to the taxi commission about it. I was very nearly offering a large reward.
Well, I wish you would offer one. I happen to be more than usually hard up.
There's no good offering a large reward now that the thing is found.
Well, I think that's rather mean of you, Earnest, I must say. However, it makes no matter, for now that I look at the inscription inside, I find that the thing isn't yours after all.
Of course it's mine. You've seen me with it 100 times, and you have no right whatsoever to read what is written inside. It is a very ungentlemanly thing to read a private cigarette case.
Oh, it is absurd to have a hard and fast rule about what one should read and what one shouldn't. More than half of modern culture depends on what one shouldn't read.
I'm quite aware of that fact, and I don't propose to discuss modern culture. It isn't the sort of thing one should talk of in private. I simply want my cigarette case back.
Oh yes, but this isn't your cigarette case. This cigarette case is a present from someone of the name of Sissy, and you said you didn't know anyone of that name.
Well, if you want to know, Sissy happens to be my aunt.
Your aunt?
Yes. Charming old lady, she is too. Lives in Syosset. Just give it back to me, Algernon.
But why does she call herself Little Sissy if she is your aunt and lives in Syosset? From Little Sissy with her fondest love.
What on earth is there in that? Some aunts are tall, some aunts are not tall. That is matter that surely an aunt may be allowed to decide for herself. You seem to think that every aunt should be exactly like your aunt. That is absurd. For heaven's sake, give me back my cigarette case.
Yes, but why does your aunt call you her uncle? From Little Sissy with her fondest love to her dear Uncle Jack. There is no objection, I admit, to an aunt being a small aunt, but why an aunt, no matter what her size may be, should call her own nephew her uncle, I can't quite make out. Besides, your name isn't Jack at all. It's Earnest.
It isn't Ernest, it's Jack.
You have always told me it was Earnest. I have introduced you to everyone as Earnest. You answer to the name as Earnest. You look as if your name is Earnest. You are the most earnest-looking person I ever saw in my life. It's perfectly absurd you're saying that your name isn't Earnest. It's on your cards. Here's one of them. Mr. Ernest Belport, the Ansonia, apartment 804. I'll keep this as a proof that your name is Ernest if you ever attempt to deny it to me or to Wendy or to anyone else.
Well, my name is Ernest in town and Jack in the country, and the cigarette case was given to me in the country.
Yes, but that doesn't account for the fact that your small Aunt Sissy, who lives in Syosset, calls you her dear uncle. Come on, bro. You'd much better have the thing out at once.
Algernon, you talk exactly as if you were a dentist. It is very vulgar to talk like a dentist when one isn't a dentist. It produces a false impression.
Well, that is exactly what dentists always do. Now, go on. Tell me the whole thing. I may mention that I have always suspected you of being a confirmed and secret Bunburyist, and I am quite sure of it now.
Bunburyist? What on earth do you mean by a Bunburyist?
Cool.